and CS-Man here, welcoming you back to my walkthrough for Destroy All Humans 2. Last time we did the 3rd mission of Solaris, this time we will do the 4th mission. Yippee, we're almost done with the game. Well, Mockpox.
Hey, Pock, what's it like being one of the floating dead?
It's quite peaceful, actually. Quiet, no noise or distractions. Certainly no violence, no wars or fighting of any kind. Frankly, it's boring the phlegm off me. I hate it! I want a new clone body! Ah!
Keep crying, Pox. You'll get a new body in Path of Furon.
Almost. Now would be a good time to tell me about that ace of you catching.
Let's hope so. I've arranged for it to be delivered to the moon by a new courier company. Oh, what's the name?
So he created a virus
Anyway, everyone calls
that is going to be delivered on a NASA space shuttle.
You won't believe the cost of shipping to developing galaxies. I should mention, though, there have been some complications.
And actually, the virus is called the OMGWTF virus. It's actually kind of funny, but it's being delivered by a NASA spacecraft, aka Apollo 11.
Okay, I'll buy. What kind of complications?
The delivery men are refusing to land without clearance from their boss. A fellow called Houston. Just hovering there waiting for orders.
And let me get.
So, pretty much, we have to get the lander to the moon to pick up the virus. So we have to turn on all these radios, antennae. So this is basically suggesting that Apollo 11 was not made just to go to the moon for pride purposes. Instead, it was made to go to the moon so that we could deliver some kind of virus that would destroy the blisk.
Nothing! Do you hear me?
So here you're just going to have to protect it for a short time, similar to how you protected Natalia in that earlier mission with the gas chambers. Not a difficult mission. So that's actually kind of funny how the alternate history of this. Dead! This takes a few minutes though, so it's just pretty much running around killing stuff. Die, please. Alright, 2/3 of the way. Nearly there. Space Miniski! 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, we're done! So, the spacecraft is coming in. That is Apollo 11. This mission has my favorite set of dialogue in the entire game, which I'll shut up during the entire sequence very soon. So now we have to protect the lunar lander. This is actually reasonably difficult. Because there are so many freaking SAM sites that attack it, and laser tanks. Well, actually, the laser tanks don't do too much to it. Hey, Gastro, you wanna help me out already? Wanna help me out, buddy? Well, you could be destroying this laser tank for me. Like I asked you to. It takes about maybe 3 minutes to land. Whoa! God, that took out a lot more of my health than I expected. I am going to switch the ion detonator here. Because it can... This is one of the few missions where the ion detonator is actually really useful. Yeah, it'll take maybe 3 minutes or so for it to land. It's not too bad. Oh man, we actually got a meteor strike. That's unusual. What the? That was weird. Okay, at least that time it actually worked.
Somebody's gotta be the commander. Yeah, somebody. Look, I understand how you think.
Wow, it's all the Gastro. Let's switch back to the Zap-O-Matic and re-hotkey Gastro. It's not... I don't know if I necessarily call this one of the more difficult escorts, but it's not one of the easiest ones. Ow. Now, I thought SAM sites started showing up. I probably just jinxed it right there, but I thought that SAM sites would start showing up and start attacking. I really hope I'm wrong on that, though. It took like 3 hours to make the last, like, 10-second drop. It's so annoying. Well, whatever. This isn't the most... You aren't the first man on the moon if you haven't realized. You're being attacked by something, and it doesn't look like aliens. You're not quite the first man on the moon. Oh yeah, I was right. SAM sites do come in and attack later on. We'll let Gastro do all the work for us. God, Gastro, please don't hit me. Hit the frickin' land... Or, don't even hit the lander. Hit the frickin' SAM sites, not me. God, Gastro's gonna end up killing me. Yeah, stand behind Gastro by all means so he doesn't accidentally kill you, especially this far into the mission. We did it! Okay, I'm gonna shut up and listen to my favorite conversation in the game.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
So, where'd all those enemies go? I don't know.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That's it. What? One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind? 7 months and that's the best you could come up with? But you didn't like it? No, I didn't like it. It's crap. Where'd you find it, on a cereal box? I thought it sounded profound. Profound? You wouldn't know profound if it hit you over the head with a canoe novel. You think Mark Griffin's a deep thinker. Listen, mister, I'm getting a little tired of your lip. Oh, yeah, Commander Big Shot? What are you going to do about it? Well, the plug on this mission, that's one. Sorry, Houston, but I can't work another second with this jackass. Get in the car. Get in the car. All wrong.
I love that conversation. I freaking love that conversation. So, they blast off and leave us. So, that was apparently the reason for Apollo 11 landing on the moon, was so it could deliver something that would save the Earth. Not a bad reason, but not the true reason, unfortunately. And actually, one thing that's really controversial about the moon landing, for anyone that doesn't know, I mean, for the people who stood on it, was that Neil Armstrong, like, wasn't necessarily, like, he was qualified for it, obviously, but typically, like, everyone thought, like, Buzz Aldrin was going to be on it first, I think, because he had been in the military or something. I can't exactly remember what it was, but for some reason, Neil Armstrong was on first. I remember reading a book about it. I can't remember exactly what it was about. So, with that, we have the next 2 missions. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. The next 2 missions are consecutive, as in, we're going to do the first one. I want to make sure I have full ammo for every gun. But actually, for the mission that's coming up, that one is the assault on the Blisk base. That is immediately followed. As soon as you complete that mission, you will be thrust into the final, very easy battle of the game, for that matter. But yeah, it'll go straight into the final battle. So you got to keep that in mind. And it's not a very hard final battle. I'll get more into it when we get to that point, though. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a 2-part finale, similar to Killzone 3. Part 1 is going to be these final 2 missions. Part 2 is going to be the final odd job. And I've got next week's video decided on. But yeah, that's how it's going to work. Part 1 of the finale is going to be these final 2 missions, including the final boss and the credits if there were any. Part 2 is going to be the final odd job, because it's actually a very long mission. So that's how it's going to work, guys. So, I guess next time I will see you guys out by the Blisk base for the finale of Destroy All Humans 2. I will see you guys then.